In this problem, we look at sketching the graph of an equation. Here we'd like to sketch the graph of the equation y squared equals x. The first thing we'd like to note is that this graph will be symmetric around the x-axis. Note if we change y to negative y, we get negative y squared equals x, or y squared equals x, which is the same equation that we started with. So the graph will have x-axis symmetry. We also note that there's only one intercept, and that intercept will be 0, 0. Next, we can create a table of values to obtain additional points on the graph. The intercept is 1 point. We'd like to have some more that we can use to create the picture better. Once we get more points, we'll connect those points with a smooth curve. When creating our table, we're going to use our symmetry to help obtain additional points without doing any additional work. In creating our table, we'll start with y. We'll have x is equal to y squared. We're going to write our corresponding ordered pair, xy. And then we'll have another column using our symmetry to obtain an additional point. If we go ahead and let y equal 1, x is equal to 1 squared, which is equal to 1. The corresponding ordered pair is 1, 1. From symmetry, we have x-axis symmetry. So we'll change y to negative y to get an additional point, 1, negative 1. If we let y equal 2, x is equal to 2 squared, which is 4. We need to be careful when we write our ordered pair. It's x comma y. Since x is 4, we need to write this as 4, 2. Using symmetry, we get an additional point, 4, negative 2. Do one more value for y. Let y equal 3. X is equal to 3 squared, which is 9. Again, watching the order, we'll get our ordered pair as 9, 3. Using symmetry, we get an additional point, 9, negative 3. So our next step is to plot those points that we found, including our intercept. We'll go to our grid. We're going to plot the intercept at 0, 0. We found the point 1, 1. And from symmetry, we found the point 1, negative 1. We also found the point 4, 2. And from symmetry, the point 4, negative 2. And lastly, we found the point 9, 3. And from symmetry, the point 9, negative 3. So we have these 7 points plotted. The last step would be to connect these points with a smooth curve and draw some arrows at the ends to indicate that the graph continues on. If we do that, our final graph will look like this. We've plotted our 7 points, we've connected them with a smooth curve, and we've put arrows on the end to indicate the graph continues on in the positive x direction.